Yeah, this is Marwan. This is Marwan, founder of this book called Mind Control, author of Mind Control. Also, Enigma. Enigma. Get a good look. Also, where is it? This book, Parts of Man: A Declaration of Truth. And I have a lot going on. A lot going on. You know, a lot going on. Inspiration is very essential. Inspiration is very key to our success in this world. You know, I had endeavors, I had plans to, you know, demonstrate power, self-sufficiency, truth, and I was very unsuccessful. I've been knocked down every day. You know, I come out here in Chicago and I try to demonstrate entrepreneurship, and it occurred to me today, it made sense, perfect sense. There's a difference between the blacks in the South and the blacks in the North, particularly Chicago, Detroit, Indiana, you know, other northern Midwest regions. And the difference is this: blacks in the North are contaminated and brainwashed by Democrats and liberals, the white liberals, you know, and a white liberal Democrat made us believe that it is in our best interest and it's our salvation to be employees and slaves. So blacks, they only reward you if you're a slave. They don't reward you or encourage you or reinforce you. We try to be independent and entrepreneurs. That's why you don't have any black industries in Chicago. You don't have any black record labels, CEOs in Chicago. They all have to go to other states, other cities. But if you look at places like Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, Atlanta, you have many black entrepreneurs, you have black banks, black businessmen, because the South is predominantly Republican. And the Republican, they want you to be independent. They want you to be separate. They want you to have your own separate industries. You see, the Republicans was the ones that freed the slaves and gave blacks freedom to do something for themselves. But the Democrat, they had the party of slavery. They was the Ku Klux Klan. You know, they was the people that oppressed and terrorized blacks. You look at places such as Chicago and Los Angeles, particularly Los Angeles, you have a huge population of homeless blacks, destroyed, disenfranchised blacks, and these are predominantly liberal Democrat cities. But the whites, you know, particularly Franklin Roosevelt, he's the one who actually created the New Deal, which is socialism, national socialism, to allocate billions and trillions of dollars to wealthy, affluent white males and white people, you know. And this is the philosophy in a black liberal city like Chicago. The mayor closed down 50 schools. They take the money out the ghetto, they take our tax money, and they funnel it to Caucasian-owned contractors, construction workers, and builders. And they subcontract to illegal immigrants, taking all the money from the ghetto and giving it directly to the Caucasians in a Democrat-ran city like Chicago. And that's why we're in poverty. And blacks don't have a problem with it because they see this as the order of things. This is the status quo, you know. They must be controlled and ran and ruled by the Caucasians. And you're nothing unless you're working a job for a Caucasian. You know, they don't respect me trying to go out there and have my own independent endeavors because they see me as an oddity. It's something wrong with a black trying to run a business. That's why in Chicago, you have a lot of abandoned storefronts. You don't have many or any black businesses outside of barbershops because blacks don't really reward it. They don't respect it because they've been brainwashed by the white liberals to be slaves and to be employees. It's a plantation mentality. In order for me to get success and get support, I will have to promote to people in the South I would have to promote the people in Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, what else? Kentucky, even Missouri. Those people in the South who actually is face to face with straight up racism, Ku Klux Klan, Peckerwoods. They understand the importance of supporting black-owned businesses and to be independent and self-sufficient. They're not met with the deception that we are in Chicago. You know, in Chicago, the black women, particularly the black women, they're in droves pandering to the Caucasian society. They feel that's a sign, a status symbol. The closer they get up north, to the north side, to Wicker Park, Lincoln Park, they feel that's high society. They want to get far away from the south side as possible. They take all their money, all the wealth that they make, and give it directly to the Koreans, the Arabs, to the Mexicans, to everybody but blacks. And this is the mentality, this is the accepted mentality. They don't feel obligated to support black businesses. They actually want to annihilate black businesses. They want to destroy the black male in Chicago and Detroit, in Los Angeles, and what else? I won't say New York, the East Coast, that's a whole different dynamic. But the Midwest region, the West Coast, blacks are being totally destroyed by the white liberals. And they feel, the blacks feel like this is bliss in heaven. Look what Flint, Michigan. Blacks was given literally poison, drink poison. The Democrat mayor gave blacks poison to drink. They're trying to commit total genocide, and blacks love it. They love it. They're not trying to be liberated. They're not trying to be uplifted. You see, people such as Franklin Roosevelt, the Democrat who created the New Deal to empower white society, he basically did it in a classist type of way. He created jobs for the white-collar people and the blue-collar people. He created a whole upper class of Caucasians and gave them the billions, the trillions. And this continues to this very day as corporate welfare. You got the Democrat John F. Kennedy. Instead of him trying to end poverty and homelessness, he's trying to go to the moon. He's trying to send a man to the moon. Instead of thinking about the people in this country, he want to go to the moon. That's how ridiculous they are. They'd rather go to the moon, they'd rather go to Mars than to help blacks. You know, in Michigan, in Illinois, Indiana, you know, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Minneapolis. You know, the blacks are straight up deceived to believe that this is reality. See, we have the same right to self-determination, independence, and autonomy as anybody else. We have the right to fail and to succeed. We have the right to run a business and to try. But we don't support that as a whole. We don't believe that. We don't believe that it's even possible to run a business. It's not even possible to run a business. One minute. And this is partially why I have a hard time trying to make $40 a day selling these books that I get rave reviews from. The blacks don't feel obligated to come up and support this. The church, the schools, particularly and predominantly ran by black women who's been brainwashed into the liberal politics of being a slave to Caucasians. That's all it's about. A white man on top, running the businesses. Black man is the doorman, a security guard, a servant, a server, a dishwasher. They want to force me into being a dishwasher or an Uber driver. They don't want me to have a successful publishing company, such as this right here. You know, in this city called Chicago, one of the so-called second city, the third biggest city in America, and you can't come downtown and sell enough books to make a living because you want to be an independent entrepreneur, you want to be a poet, you want to go against the norm, and they feel that you're a threat. I'm supposed to be serving, I'm supposed to be working at McDonald's or scrubbing floors or washing dishes. according to the black liberals and the white liberals. This is I'm a problem. But it occurred to me the truth. I must go to the blacks in the South. I must go to Louisiana. I must go to the blacks in Texas, the ones who have the entrepreneur spirit, who know the truth about racism, about the Ku Klux Klan, about terrorism, who still have a drive and determination to do something for themselves, not like the blacks in Chicago. The blacks in Chicago are content with having the Arabs owning all the corner stores. The Nation of Islam is located, headquartered in Chicago, and they have no problem with the Arabs and the Koreans and all the foreigners owning all the businesses. They stand on the streets, just like me, selling newspapers and bean pads. They don't want to control the politics and the economics. You see, economics and politics is the same thing. If you control the politics, which is the masses of people and the constituents, you have their tax money. You could take that money and funnel it to anywhere you want to take it to. You could build the black community, or you could destroy it or withhold the money from it. But it's all based on politics. We need more, not just black mayors. We need black mayors and governors with an independent entrepreneur spirit, not the Uncle Tom of black liberals who would just sell out their own people for any other person's interest. Like Harold Washington, Mayor Harold Washington, he signed the executive order making Chicago a sanctuary city, securing the future of the illegal immigrants, while he left the black children to drown, to die with nothing. Left the black community to be destroyed. Harold Washington. He saved the downtown shopping area. He saved State Street, Chicago Theater. He did nothing to secure the future of black children. Oprah Winfrey was a black liberal who made her fame and fortune in Chicago, and she built not one school for black children. She left not one institution for black children in Chicago. You know, the black liberal is the problem. The white liberal is the problem. Because they feel that your duty and destiny on this planet is to serve them, is to be in slavery, to be in captivity. And they will punish you for trying to be independent, for trying to do something for yourself, for trying to create your own avenues. They will not support that whatsoever. Under no circumstances will they come and support your endeavors to encourage others to go for themselves, to not be a slave, to not give out your labor for pennies on the dollar. Take your labor and your destiny into your own hands. They will not do this. The blacks will not do this in Chicago. You know, they have the slave mentality. Everybody want to be an employee. Everybody want a job working for the white man. Everybody want to be a security guard. Everybody want to drive Uber. Nobody want to run their own business. Nobody want to control or own anything in this city. It's all because of the liberals. The liberalism, which is based on slavery, domination. White man on top, black man at the bottom. That's what it is in Chicago. That's why the ghettos are dilapidated. That's why poverty is at an all-time high. That's why the black male is in the prisons, the Cook County jail. That's why the black male is unemployed or getting slaughtered on the streets, while the rest of the society is sitting back laughing and watching, wearing their $1,500 coats, going to $400-500 plays, while everybody's starving and hungry, killing each other for crumbs in a city like Chicago, in a city like Los Angeles, in a city like Detroit, where the black liberals and Democrats are in charge, that have been in charge for the last 50, 60 years and allowed the black community to disintegrate into oblivion. We was better off under segregation. The white and the black liberal made us give up all our institutions to serve and to be slaves. This is ridiculous.
That shit was too hot.